General Hospital spoilers tease that Navarro, the trusted physician, may unintentionally reveal a life-altering secret that could send shockwaves through Brooke Lynn's life. The hospital is about to become the backdrop for a series of dramatic events that will test the resilience of Brooke Lynn and Chase's relationship, exposing vulnerabilities and pushing their emotional limits. Their dream of becoming parents is fraught with difficulties, and it all starts with a visit to the hospital for a routine checkup that will soon become anything but ordinary. As the couple faces the grim reality of their struggles, Brooke Lynn's past may come back to haunt her in a way she never anticipated. Brooke Lynn and Chase's decision to try for a child has been a long, emotional journey, marked by several failed attempts. After repeated disappointments, they decided to seek the expertise of Dr. Navarro, a skilled fertility specialist who is helping them navigate the complex process of conception. The pressure on Brooke Lynn is palpable. She desperately wants to start a family with Chase, but the weight of failure is weighing heavily on her. The couple has been through so much together, overcoming relationship challenges, personal tragedies, and now the emotional toll of infertility. For Brooke Lynn, this is not just a medical issue, it's a deeply personal struggle, a fear that she might not be able to give Chase the family they've always dreamed of. Her anxiety is growing, and every visit to the hospital feels like another step closer to a potentially heartbreaking outcome. As the day of their appointment at the hospital arrives, Brooke Lynn is a bundle of nerves. She is no stranger to the emotional roller coaster that comes with trying to conceive, but this time feels different. Chase, ever the supportive partner, remains optimistic, hoping that the consultation with Navarro will finally provide them with some answers. They've tried everything they could to conceive naturally, but now, it seems, they have to rely on medical interventions to make their dreams come true. Brooke Lynn is understandably apprehensive about this next phase, especially given the emotional toll it's already taken on her. The thought of any more failure is too much to bear, and she feels herself starting to crumble under the weight of it all. The visit to Dr. Navarro starts off like any other, with routine tests and checkups, but the tone quickly shifts when Navarro reveals a startling piece of information. In the middle of reviewing their test results, Navarro makes an offhand comment that catches Brooke Lynn completely off guard. She asks Brooke Lynn if she has ever been pregnant before. The question, though seemingly innocuous, triggers a wave of panic in Brooke Lynn. Her mind races as she tries to process the implications of Navarro's question. She knows that the past is something she's tried to bury, something she doesn't want to bring up, especially not now. This moment is a pivotal turning point for Brooke Lynn. The secret she's been hiding for years threatens to come to light, and she is not prepared for the consequences. For Brooke Lynn, this isn't just about a medical exam or a failed attempt at conceiving. It's about something much deeper, a painful chapter from her past that she has long buried. The question of whether she should tell the truth or keep quiet becomes an emotional battlefield. Chase is in the room, and though he may not yet understand the significance of Navarro's question, Brooke Lynn feels the pressure mounting. Brooke Lynn's relationship with Chase has always been built on trust and transparency, but this secret from her past is the one thing she has been unable to share. She has kept it hidden for so long, and now, the moment of truth seems imminent. What if telling Chase about her past pregnancy will change the way he sees her? What if he can't understand the choices she made when she was younger? What if this secret shatters the perfect image of their relationship? These are the questions that plague Brooke Lynn's mind as she struggles to keep her composure in front of Chase. She knows that if she reveals the truth, it will change everything between them, but she also knows that keeping the secret is no longer an option. Chase, on the other hand, is completely unaware of the weight that Brooke Lynn is carrying. He's focused on the present moment, hoping that this visit will bring them closer to realizing their dream of having a child together. He notices that Brooke Lynn is acting a little strange, more tense than usual, but he doesn't understand why. He's never seen her so rattled during an appointment before. However, as the conversation between Navarro and Brooke Lynn continues, it becomes clear that something is amiss. Brooke Lynn's discomfort is palpable, and Chase begins to sense that there's more going on than she's letting on. In that moment, Chase's concern for Brooke Lynn grows, but so does his confusion. He wants to support her, but he doesn't know what she's hiding. Is it just the stress of trying to conceive, or is there something deeper at play? As Navarro continues to probe, asking more personal questions about Brooklyn's health and her past, Chase grows increasingly worried. He knows that Brooklyn has always been a little guarded, but this level of anxiety is something he's never seen before. The tension in the room escalates as Brooklyn tries to regain control of the situation. She's terrified of what's about to happen, terrified of revealing a secret that could change everything. Her mind is racing, but she tries her best to answer Navarro's questions without giving anything away. She knows that if she answers too abruptly or too defensively, Chase will become suspicious. But at the same time, she's afraid that if she doesn't say something soon, the secret will slip out on its own. It's a delicate balancing act, and Brooklyn is struggling to keep everything in check. As the visit progresses, Navarro's questions grow more pointed. She asks both Brooklyn and Chase about their individual health histories and whether they've had any previous pregnancies. For Brooklyn, each question feels like a sharp jab, reminding her of the painful truth she's tried so hard to bury. Chase, unaware of the significance of these questions, answers them calmly, but Brooklyn can sense that he's starting to get more curious about her reaction. At some point during the conversation, Navarro hints at the possibility that Chase may be the one with health issues that could be preventing them from conceiving. This new revelation takes Brooklyn by surprise, and for a moment, she wonders if she can simply deflect the attention away from her own past and onto Chase. But she knows deep down that this isn't a solution. At some point, the truth will have to come out. As the visit ends, Brooklyn and Chase leave the hospital with more questions than answers. The weight of what just transpired hangs heavy in the air. Brooklyn is exhausted, emotionally drained from the intensity of the day. But in the back of her mind, she knows that she can't keep this secret much longer. The truth will eventually come out, whether it's at the hospital or somewhere else. She's terrified of how Chase will react, but she also knows that keeping the secret is no longer an option. If they're going to move forward and have the family they both want, they need to be honest with each other. Brooklyn, however, is not alone in this. She has Tracy, who's always been a steady source of support and advice. Tracy, with her sharp wit and experience, has been a guiding force for Brooklyn throughout this emotional journey. As Brooklyn prepares to confront the truth, she reaches out to Tracy for advice, hoping that her grandmother can provide some much-needed clarity. Tracy, always pragmatic, tells Brooklyn that the truth is the only way forward, even if it's painful. She reminds Brooklyn that no one's past is perfect, and it's the way we move forward that matters. As Brooklyn prepares to tell Chase the truth about her past, she hopes that Navarro will continue to support her, understanding the emotional complexity of her situation. In a moment of vulnerability, Brooklyn opens up to Navarro about her past pregnancy and the difficult decisions she had to make. Navarro, moved by Brooklyn's honesty, promises to keep her secret and help her with the next steps in their fertility journey. She understands that everyone has a past, and sometimes those pasts are painful, but they do not define who we are today. This delicate balance of secrets, trust, and the hope for a future is what will drive Brooklyn and Chase forward. While they may face setbacks and challenges along the way, they will ultimately find strength in their shared vulnerability and their ability to face the truth, no matter how difficult it may be. In the end, Brooklyn and Chase's story is a reminder that while the past may shape us, it does not have to control us. The future is still within their grasp, and with honesty, trust, and a commitment to each other, they can create the family they've always dreamed of.